My name is Jack Val, from TheCleverGuyz. Welcome to the first ever, well, I like to call it, Playtime with Jack. It's just where I show you some hints and tips, some video tutorials on my own, basically, about anything to do on the computer. Today, I'm gonna be doing 3ds Max box modeling. And I'm just gonna, actually, box and plane modeling, just to show you a bit about these. So, in 3ds Max, we got our file and edit like we do in most programs. The import and export function, which is very useful. And then we got all these others, which can create different objects. And here is like a thing where we can do boxes, like that, and then we can just extrude them. And then, make this length bigger and stuff. But we're not gonna do that. Not yet. So I'm gonna open something I've got already. The cult. I haven't quite finished this yet, but this is sort of an example of plane modeling. This is completely from one edge, basically, and it looks pretty cool, huh? So I'm gonna be modeling one of these. Well, not modeling it fully. I'm just gonna be making just the top part here without all this fancy inside or anything. Just to give you an example. And then in the next tutorial, I'll do some more. Okay, so I'm gonna just save this as something else. So I'm gonna save this as maybe, oh wait, hang on, let me just show you something first, hang on. No, we don't want to reset, sorry, wrong button. Okay, open, Galil. Here, this is an example of box modeling. I made this not from plane modeling, but from box modeling. And you can see the difference, but there's no reason why you couldn't make this from plane modeling. In fact, could even be easier, just for UV mapping purposes and all that. But for now, we're going to start with a plane modeling, just for now anyway. Okay, so I'll open my cult, and I'm going to save as tutorial cult. Okay, so we're now in tutorial code. I'm just going to delete everything and then save it. So and then I like to just make sure that everything's still there. It is. So come into tutorial code. So we're left with here we've got, from the right view, we have our cult. So just holding down Control on the mouse wheel, and you can sort of scroll through it. So let's zoom in here. We're gonna create a plane. So click on the plane button here. We want to make sure the length segments and the width segments are 1. You don't need them anymore. So drag it out like this until we reach the first curve. Now if we come out to this one here, which is sort of the modifier panel, where you can add modifiers to your planes, or your meshes actually. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rename this first. I'm going to call this top part. And don't ask me why, but I sort of like to model in pink. It just sort of it just shows up a little bit better. It's quite clear. It looks quite cool on a model as well. So I don't know what's going on here. It's something dodgy. Hang on. It honestly doesn't like my screen recording program very much. Convert to an edible poly. So it comes up with this. Now there's two ways we could do this. We could select the edges here, and then hold down shift and drag to create new ones, and then just move the vertices. But it's going to be easier for UV mapping purposes if we come to here and click insert vertex. Now I'm just going to add a few along here, not too many, just a few. Okay, so now I'm going to drag them down like this, just to form the curve. In fact, I could actually bring this up into full screen mode, just so I can sort of get everything to grips. And then we got another one here, and just drag this down. Okay. And then let's drag this along until we get to the end. Like that. Then doing this one along. Like that. And finally this one. And there we go. So we got the basic shape of our thing done. But as you can see here, it doesn't look too good on the back, so that's why I'm just going to be changing a bit around. So I'm going to come back here and insert vertex, and I'm going to add one there, and then another two here. So I can come now to the vertex. So this is vertex, edge, border, polygon, and element. Element selects the whole thing. Polygon only selects one polygon. Border selects all of the edges around it. Edge just selects one, obviously, and then vertex is just individual vertexes. So move it out. Okay. And then let's just move these to create a smoother edge. Like that. Okay. So if I come out of this view now and have a look, this is what we got so far. So it's pretty good already. Well, obviously it's not that good because we only just started. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the edge tool and just select the top one. Now, by holding down shift, I'm going to extrude up like this. Then I'm going to just come to the edges here and I'm just going to allow it to follow on. But then I'm going to select these edges here. Actually no, select the whole model. I'm going to put come here and I'm going to drag it out to about, I'm going to drag this out to 15, I think. So let's see how big this is going to, thick this is going to be. Maybe a little bit more. I think maybe 20. 20 will do fine. So we're going to select the top here, these top vertices. Oops, select another one there. I don't want that. Okay, and then I'm going to drag it just in a little bit, not too much, just in a tiny bit. And then I'm going to extrude it again. Do the same thing again. Then again. And then same thing again. And then, actually no, if we set this to 0, just see what we got. I mean, moment, see, we haven't got that many. But still, it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Just for this tutorial. I mean, normally I'd go in, no, in the, actually no, I think we got room just for one more extrusion, so I'm gonna do one more. Extrude that up, put that to 0. Then I'm gonna take, zoom in here. This one, and this one. And I'm just gonna pull it out a tiny bit. And then up. See, it's pretty hard to get the actual shape right. Because it's more sort of like a straight line. So I'm gonna select all of, I'm gonna select, come here. I'm gonna select the bottom ones first, I think. Yeah. And just make it so it's less straight. Like that. So move this up just to create a cooler look. That looks pretty good actually as it is, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So now I'm gonna come to the edge here, and by holding Alt X it sort of goes see-through. So I'm gonna move these points now to fit in with the actual thing. So that looks pretty good. Now if we come at Alt X to just bring that back. Let's actually just take this one here, and select these edges. Just zoom out here, and then bring them across, and then. So if I have a look at this, up a tiny bit. So it sort of creates a flat edge. Okay. So now I'm gonna come up here to modify list and come down to the symmetry. Now you can see it sort of creates another one on there. We don't want that, so I'm gonna make it to Z. Okay, and come to the mirror and make sure it's set to 0, which it is, which is good. Okay, so now we have our nice looking top part. Now I could actually, if I wanted to, select it and come to another modifier and come to smooth and just bring it to one smoothing group so it looks look at that looks really nice already. Okay, so what's left to do is just to add the front and this bit here and the bottom, and that's gonna conclude this tutorial because I'm already over my YouTube thing, so this is probably gonna be in 2 halves, which is annoying. Or I might put it on Video Google, but I think I'm just gonna have to put it in 2 halves. So this is part 1 done, because I think it's only 11 minutes, I think. So part 1's done, and I will see you next time. So thanks.